Okay, I think Lauren's in here too. Awesome. Okay, so today is going to be complete experimental, like almost like live feedback on things that really stand out. You know, what's going on in California right now?
Same. They have masks again and all that stuff. And they're now requesting vaccination and stuff. So to go
really?
anywhere. Yeah.
Really?
Like in bars and restaurants, they're starting to implement it. Yeah.
You can't go into a bar, certain bars, without being vaccinated?
Yep.
How do you prove that you've been vaccinated?
You have to have your vaccination card. Yeah.
I said this the first week COVID hit. I looked at
Same.
Amy and I said, there's going to be passports, there's going to be vaccination cards, there's going to be all of this stuff.
Yeah. It's happening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Adam, I can't get over how good your picture looks.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's wild what you can do with a decent camera and just decent lights.
That's everything. You know, you can create high quality stuff with that.
It's crazy.
Lighting is everything.
Lighting, you know what? I never cared about lighting in anything, right? And I happened to watch this one guy's video on YouTube, and he said, he was like, how to make your bedroom look like a cinematic movie or something like that. And he had 3 lights.
Right.
And I was like, is that easy? So then I picked up this little light set, and literally within 20 minutes, you're like, oh my God, It's just lighting. Like, that makes sense. All the photographers are really great. It's lighting. Yeah.
You can literally take the same picture with 2 different lighting, you know, and it's like night and day difference.
Yeah.
One's horrendous and one's amazing.
Yeah. What's wild too is when you see people online and they're really good at lighting and really good at the angles of their camera and all that stuff, and they look a certain way. But then I've seen people in person, you're like, you look nothing like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all the lighting. It's all the lighting.
Yeah, it's trickery.
It is. It's wild. It's wild. I randomly found this guy today who was talking about sacred sonics in music, like frequencies and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was breaking down how like 432 hertz. I know Mary and I told you one time, like 432 hertz, they say is the more like healing frequency. Yeah. But this guy who actually studies this stuff, he has a school and he writes books on it, all this stuff I was connected to recently. And so he started talking about the power of the number 9. And he's like, the number 9 is in like musical and sacred geometry and all this stuff. And so he brought up 432, and he's like, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9. That it's in the geometry. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Well, then today, Andre, who sends me this video or sends me a link to this guy who created a dome. And the weird thing about it is I had a vision of something like this. He creates this dome where all of the frequencies are tuned. And so he's saying how he figured it out. And he literally said, I had a voice to tell me
to go into my conference room and draw a geometric form, a triangle. This was crazy because geometry is not my field really at all, or wasn't, it is now. And they're like, you're just getting started. We want you to play the tones and match the geometry to all the elemental geometric shapes. So the square, the circle, the pentagon, the hexagon, the septagon, 7 sides, and the octagon. Somehow, in even its most basic and elemental way, that geometry was revealing a musical interval, an octave. And it just makes sense. A triangle is 180, a square is 360. When you double the vibration cycles per second, you get the same tone, only twice as high in pitch. And now I had a major chord. And I'm like, geometry is playing the most beautiful form of music now, a harmonic interval called the major chord.
So then I started thinking about the geometry in all of the angles, and you're like, oh, 45 degree, 4 plus 5 is 9.
It's 9. Oh,
180 degree, 1 plus 8 is 9. 360 degree, 3 plus 6 is 9. 90 degree, 9 plus 0 is 9. Yeah, it was weird. And so today I was just like, wait a second.
It doesn't happen very often that I really love the first one.
That's good. Sander, if you watch this later, Sander.
Yes. That had all of the things I look for in a track.
All right, cool. Here's the second one.
Yep.
Okay, so those are the 3 that we have from Sander, and then there's a track that I started on. Now this is just I think like a 1 minute, just to the end of the first chorus, and it's definitely not mixed. It's just a concept idea, but it's kind of like a curveball.
I think my vote is for the first one.
Same.
All right, cool. Sounds good to me. All right, let me pull that up.
I like to write really random stuff when I write K-pop.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna write some stuff in here. Don't be alarmed.
Sounds good.
I'm alarmed.
Don't be alarmed.
I'm triggered.
It's a cool title. I'm gonna write that down. I know that sounds silly, like applesauce, but it's these kind of like.
I know. Listen, I'm with you. I was literally about to write down ear candy.
Yeah, I really enjoy, but this is why writing K-pop is so fun for me, because I enjoy the freedom of being able to put deep meaning and fun phrases behind something like that. You know, it's like, I think it involves digging quite deep as a writer. I really enjoy it.
I agree. I think it's really interesting why I've been doing these breakdowns in K-pop, and then I'll see what the lyrics were actually meaning, the depth behind it, and you're like, oh, interesting. Okay, didn't see that flip coming.
Well, and that's what I love about the Korean translation is they really take their time, and it is very meaningful to them. So I really appreciate that.
I totally agree. So Mario looks like he's already got melodies he's going on.
Cool. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the same because I have some ideas too. Oops.
All right, great. So I'm gonna go on mute and do the same.
Yep. I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'll play through them, and then we'll doctor it up, see what works.
Sweet.
All right, who wants to go first?
Not me.
Let's see. I'll do Mario gibberish first.
Okay.
Yeah.